Warning, the following video contains some major video game spoilers as we check out my top 10 Sonic the Hedgehog Easter eggs. In the super fast Sonic colours featured aboard Dr. Eggman's Interstellar Park and Wonderland of Fun, it is while you speed throughout this deadly place that you can often hear Eggman dishing out messages over the park's PA system, but they are often quite hard to hear and rather hard to concentrate on whilst you dash across the various acts. However, if you extract the audio files, many of them turn out to be rather amusing.
No aliens were harmed in the creation of this park. They were all harmed after the park was created. We seem to be losing pressure on level 17. Please hold your breath against the harsh vacuum of space until you pass out from oxygen starvation. After that, you won't care. Enjoy the ride!
But the two I really like include this play on Ridley Scott's famous Alien movie tagline,
"In space, nobody can hear you scream."
and this reference to Axel's Taxi from SEGA's Crazy Taxi title from 1999.
Would the owner of a yellow car, license plate 1NOM155, please report to the main gate. Your vehicle is in the path of an asteroid, and it's about to get smashed. Never mind.
While in GTA 5 and located southeast downtown Los Santos, you can discover Mission Row and Atlee Street, an area filled with many independent jewelry stores, including a blue and white theme store that so happens to be named Supersonic, bearing a memorable slogan reading, "The Ultra Fast Ring Specialist." In many video games, by leaving a character idle for so long will trigger certain animations. Mario will fall asleep and dream about pasta in Mario 64, Donkey Kong will play a 3DS in Tropical Freeze, while Sonic tends to tap his feet and show that he is eager to get on with the task in hand. However, in Sonic CD, for the Mega CD, he doesn't even seem to care about you or himself for that matter, since if you leave him standing there for 3 minutes exactly, he will literally jump off the screen and take his own life, leaving you with a game over.
I'm out of here.
Better still, if you are playing the US version, then you are also treated to this creepy and disturbing music.
I'm out of here.
When Sonic the Hedgehog 2 arrived in 1992 and Tails joined the party, the game actually contained two separate cheat codes giving us access to a level select option and a debug mode. Okay, so yeah, cheat codes aren't exactly regarded as Easter eggs, but in this case they are, considering they actually refer to important dates. As by entering the sound test and playing the following tracks of 1965, 09 and 17, you will have just entered Yuji Naka's date of birth of the 17th of September 1965, who not only had a major hand in creating Sonic, but he has been the lead programmer and producer of many of Sonic's titles. By then holding C and tapping start, the main title screen will return with Tails and Sonic, where you should hold A plus start to gain access to the level select. But by then using this sound test option, why not hit 1992-1124, or in other words, the 24th of November 1992, and the very release date of this title in Europe and America, to which you should hold A and then start upon any level to gain access to the debug. Big the Cat made his first appearance in Sonic Adventure and has since appeared in multiple titles, sometimes as a playable character but often as just a cameo. In Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, he can be found hiding throughout many of the levels, though if you repeatedly tap A before and during cutscenes, Big will appear holding his fishing rod, and while the GameCube removed many of his secrets, here are just a few of what do remain.
I hate it when they leave me behind. I hate it when they leave me behind.
Is that how you say thanks to someone who just saved your life?
Saving my life. Don't think I owe you one. You just wanted to hold my hand, didn't you? That's why you saved me. You're such a creep.
Is that how you say thanks to someone who just saved your life?
Saving my life. Don't think I owe you one. You just wanted to hold my hand, didn't you? That's why you saved me. You're such a creep.
For our second look at Sonic Colors, it is when Sonic has finally defeated Dr. Eggman and has saved the Wisps from his clutches, who in turn will rescue Sonic from the exploding interstellar amusement park, that a secret message can be found. As when Yakka bids Sonic and Tails farewell, Yakka will say this. To which Tails' translator will produce hexadecimal code allowing Tails to understand Yakka.
He said, "Thank you for saving us."
You're welcome. Thank you for saving us.
It is when Yakka speaks for a second time that we get to take a look at the translator screen and that hexadecimal code. Which, indeed, the first line does say, "Thank you for saving us," while the second reads, "You are welcome." Yet, the code below is never used. And why? Well, that's because it reads, "If you can read this, you're a geek." For another look at Sonic CD, it is in the secret sound test accessible by hitting this button combination upon the main title screen that you can listen to the game's audio files. Yet, there are also some hidden images to discover by entering the following sequences of numbers. But the image that has creeped many of us out in the past is this. And thanks largely in part to these bizarre looking Sonics and the disturbing boss battle music if you are playing the US version. Though it is not all bad, since the text in the middle reads, "Fun is infinite, SEGA Enterprises," and is signed Majin, the nickname of Masato Nishimura and one of the game's landscape designers. Although it has to be said that at one time it was thought to be signed by the devil due to the similarities, though thankfully that is not the case. According to numerous sources, Japanese programmers back in the early 90s used pen names as opposed to their real names, as various companies were afraid their star employees might be headhunted. When it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog, and if you actually watch the credits, you will see that this is indeed the case, though many that worked on the title aren't even listed. But if you happen to own a Japanese copy of Sonic Revision 00, then you will be able to discover some hidden credits. So as Sonic appears, hit C 7 times and then tap up, down, left, right, to which a ringing can be heard. From here, allow the entire demo to play, and on the return of the SEGA logo, hold down and press A, B and C to bring up those secret credits. The Sonic franchise over time has spawned a whole catalogue of memes, and hell, even the official Sonic Twitter account dishes them out now and again. And it was on the 7th of August 2015 that this post turned up advertising a game named Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles, due for release by SEGA in 2029. And with that, the DEUS account responded with this message: 2029? We got some impressions from one of the first people to play it, to which there's a picture of Adam Jensen included. 1 year later, and on the 16th of August 2016, Deus Ex Mankind Divided released, and what year was the game set in? Well, 2029, and by visiting the electronics store Tech Noir and looking beyond the counter, you will find the game Knuckles the Echidna in Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles. Sonic Mania is filled with Easter eggs, though most reside throughout both acts of Studiopolis, as there are not only references to the developers and Christian Whitehead, but also Streets of Rage with the Pinkbot logo designed in the same way as the Pine Pot. There's nods to Club Sega with Club Spin, Daytona USA, Sega Popcorn and the CPU and Cope signs. But my favourites rest in the form of 4 separate studio signs, which when discovered and spun around as if you were playing Play Your Cards Right, you will reveal the following messages, including Eggman Pirate TV, Lock On, which actually refers to Sega's lock-on technology found on Sonic & Knuckles cartridges, allowing older games to be plugged in, dishing out extended or alternate gameplay. Then there's the Welcome to the Next Level, an old slogan used in Sega's old commercials during the 90s. But the best one has to refer to that famous line of Genesis does what Nintendo don't.